Hi everyone, my name is Phyllis and I'm the owner of Mad Moody Quilting Fabrics. Today, I am going to show you how to use the triangle in a square Bloc Loc rulers. Okay, it's a set. I'm going to work with the 6-inch one. I've designed a quilt all in mind with these rulers, and that's what we're going to work on. This is the ruler. This is the squaring up ruler. As you can see, it's a square and you have these channels. So that's the squaring up ruler. Then there is, it's a set of 3 rulers. Then there is the cutting of the fabric ruler. And it says Bloc Loc, and it tells you what size strip to cut those out. And then there is the shape that goes on either side of the triangle to make the, to turn it into a triangle in a square block. So this is there. And again, the size of the strip that you need to cut is written directly on those rulers. Now, let me tell you who the designer of these rulers are, and her name is Jana L. Thompson, and I really like her stuff. This is the quilt that we're going to be working on today, and I'm going to switch over to the above camera, and I'm going to go ahead and put myself up in the corner because I want to show you the fabrics that we're going to work with today. This is Paintbrush Studios, and it's called Kimonos Koi collection. And there's quite a few. There's fabrics with dragons and everything. But today, these are the 3 fabrics we're going to make this quilt out of. And I'm looking forward to it. This fabric is extremely silky and soft to the touch. It's just a beautiful fabric to work with. All right, so I'm going to show you, let me get rid of this. And I want to show you how to use the rulers and cut the rulers. Unfortunately, I've cut a little too deep there, so I'm just going to cut over. And I'm wondering if I should use my rotating mat. I think I'll use, for this, I think I will use the rotating mat because sometimes it's easier to rotate something. All right. So they tell you to cut your strip for this, they tell you to cut it 7 inches. So from here to here is 7 inches. So you're going to cut strips at 7 inches. And I'm just moving this over because I've taken a notch out of that. Try not to let things move on me. We're going to take that notch out because we need those notches to help us line things up properly. And there we go. And there's that all done. I'm going to cut one more time. And I'll show you how easy it is when you don't have, when you haven't cut a notch in the fabric. So I'm just going to do a straight cut there, pull that aside. I'm going to cut that. And I'm actually just going to turn it because I don't like cutting towards myself. It just creeps me out, makes me nervous. And there you go. That's how easy it is to cut the triangles. All right. So the next cut we need to do, I don't need this now. I don't think I need it. The next cut we want to do is the pieces on either side. And let me just quickly grab one of the blocks. I'm not sure. Oh, there it is. So this is what the block looks like. So I want to cut these ones out. And there's a trick with this ruler to cut this. To make sure that you cut all of them in the right direction so you have the right facing one, is you need to just make sure that the etching of, on this ruler it says Bloc Loc, and it's etched with how wide to cut your strip. So let me grab one of the strips. Here we are. And as long as I keep that etch facing up, where you can physically read in the right direction, Bloc Locs, okay, that it's not upside down. As long as I keep the right side of the ruler up, then there's no problem. Now, it also says on there to cut your strip at 6 7/8. So that's 6 7/8 strips. Doesn't tell you how many, because you can make as many blocks as you want to make the size quilt that you want. So there you go. And watch this. And as long as you keep the Bloc Loc etched name facing up in the right direction for reading, you will always get your ruler. You'll always cut the right side. Now, if you were doing these with the same fabrics, then you could probably just have right sides together, and there shouldn't be a problem. So I've cut 3 out. Now I'm going to cut the other side. And to cut the other side, you're going to face the wording Bloc Loc down towards the fabric. So when you look at it from this angle, it's actually backwards. It's reading backwards and upside down or whatever. And again, this is supposed to be cut at 6 7/8. And there you go. And as long as you you're flipping the ruler, you're turning the ruler, you're not flipping the ruler. I hope that makes sense. There's another one. And one more. And here we are. One more. So that is it for this week. Join me next week where I sew these pieces on and show you how to square up the blocks, okay? So we'll see you next time, and happy quilting. Bye-bye.